Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. Hopefully, you're well and rested. Okay. I apologize if there's a little bit of rumbling going on there. Nevertheless, thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Thank you for tapping in to What's the Juice at the Juicy T. Thank you for dropping positivity, confirming the messages, all that you do. Okay. However, you see fit to pour positivity into the space. I am truly grateful. I love you and the divine loves you, y'all. Here's the download. Man, they acting up right now. Folks are acting up, okay? Because let me tell you, they're facing their karma. This is the year of the dragon. So all is going to be reviewed, okay? Um, and when I say all is being reviewed, I mean like from the beginning of time, ever since they started on their ill will path, okay? Because this was all orchestrated. Nothing was just drummed up out of nowhere. This has been something that has been going on for forever. Now, only take it how it resonates in your life, right? And pertaining to what has ever transpired. Let me say that, okay? We clear, cancel, release, and rebuke any and all negativity, especially the ones that try to come up in here. They're being rebuked. They're being released back to the universe, and they're going to have to lay in those beds that they made, okay, family? So you got a lot of people out here right now, they're acting out. Let them act out because all they're going to do is just worsen their consequences. Because see, it's out of your hands. You have given it to the divine universe. Okay, message. All right. So before we tap into this energy, thank you for everything that you do, family. I am truly grateful. I call upon the divine, my ancestors and spiritual guides, to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. So yeah, family spirit. I was, contemplating what to use. Spirit said dive into some tarot. I said okay. So let's see what it is. Okay, that the tarot deck wants to let us know about this energy because right now you got people acting out. They're mad, okay, because they wanted to live a life of a criminal. Okay, this is why I say criminalistic lifestyle, because in the criminalistic lifestyles come in white collar, blue collar, every color you could think of, right? They was working hard at this, okay, with the eight of pentacles coming out. All right, they were diligently working hard. Okay, this was a passion of these people, and the passion was to pretty much be as corrupt as they could. Okay, because they never saw this coming to an end, because they had control in places where they shouldn't have never been allowed to have control. Okay, these people had developed a skill. They had developed a skill when it came to the deception, the lies, the deceit, the manipulation, and how to, play upon people, systems, places, and things. Okay, family? Yeah. And they up here having a whole hissy fit everywhere, okay? Everywhere, because people's true intentions are coming out now, all right? So a lot of people are out here right now. They trying to, say what they want to say. You don't care because you shine the light on it. You could care less. You shine the light on the corruption that they were working hard at. Okay, family? For some of y'all, you stay hard, working hard too, because you know that you're going to always have those people that want to put up those, the opposition, right? But oh well, let them. You know what I'm saying? Because their day is coming, okay? Spirit said their day is coming. Not only is it coming, it's here. And they got many more years to look at it. Okay, they got many more years to look at what they've done, and not just to you, but to so many people. Also, ones who have already ascended. You are your ascended energies, justice. Okay, you got people that have passed on, that went through a lot of what these people have been doing, not just to you, but to everybody. hmm You shine the light on it. They mad about it. Let them be mad. Yep. All of them was immature, looking at a little looking at a little pentacle, okay, because we got the page of pentacles out here, okay. They were upset. They were trying to manifest a lot off of you, right? I feel like you the one that actually ended up manifesting the financial opportunities, because you were like, look, since y'all sitting up here taking from everybody, how about we just lay it out on the table and let it be known that we know what you're doing, and now look at them. There, a lot of them is mad at you, family, because they feel like you manifested it from an inner child perspective. Okay, they're upset, and you're gonna stay diligently working. Period. But you had a lot of people out here where they did not ever see their downfall. They always felt like they were going to be on the rise. Okay. And when people do that, you know that it has a sense of arrogance with it, cockiness, entitlement, better than you type energy. These are these people, family. Okay. They have that kind of energy. You got the Eight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Page of Pentacles out here, okay? You shine the light on a lot of things, because I feel like you've always been somebody, and I'll say it 100 times over, that you were diligent in the work that you were doing. Whether it was on your job, whether it was for something for yourself, family business, whatever it is, you put your all into it. That's why these people are experiencing this coming in fast, because see, what they built over decades and decades, they got hit. Their karma came in fast. A lot of you are working really hard on doing things, and you're starting to see your progression and your rise is coming in fast. This is giving me the energy of some seeing their downfall, some seeing their rise. Many are seeing their downfall, though. And I feel like it's behind, the arrogance, the cockiness, the entitlement. Okay? Many of you are going to start seeing things shift in your favor and fast, because you've always worked diligently and honestly. Message. Tell me more about the Sun. Yeah, I can't make it up. You will start to see better days, okay? Because you've been battling for a long time. You got the Nine of Wands in the reverse, okay? You have the inner resources, and you obtained those through the struggle. And this struggle was very overwhelming, but you shined the light on the struggle. You shined the light on the struggle that not just you were experiencing, but the whole damn world was. Message, okay? Yeah, look, Two of Swords out here, okay? This was a time where difficult decisions had to be made. Some of you were, wondering, should you call out to the universe? Should you ask for your ancestors, the angels, your spiritual guides to guide you? Many of you were, being silenced, okay? Being painted out to be something you weren't, defamation of your character, okay? You had some difficult decisions to make. Many of you stepped into that inner child, okay? And I don't want to say it was a mature thing, immature thing, but you had to step into your inner child in order to honestly get the correct direction, family. Let me tell you why. Children are some of the most honest people on the face of the planet. They don't give a damn. They gonna say what is honest, okay? It was a combination of your inner child here, as well as your mature aged energy. Now here's where I'm picking up with this mature aged energy, right? You were conditioned for so long you have been conditioned. So therefore, there was a battle between your mature and your inner child. Your inner child had to say, looky here, something ain't right. And there was no need for you to stay blind to the facts. I feel like, your inner child went to the divine, went to the universe. And that was a tough decision for some of you, okay? Because you already knew what time it was exactly. I could not make it up. Nine of Cups with the Knight of Swords out here, okay? So with that happening, It feels to me like, when you're young, you're vibrant, you got all this energy, you want to explore the world, you want to be outside, you want to do so much, right? I feel like, uh, everyone has this inner child in them, but as you mature, you are supposed to be grown, grow up, blah, blah, blah. Grown, grow up meant following their agenda. I feel like many of you had to look at things from this inner child perspective and make a difficult decision when it came to, what it was that you really wanted to do, what it was that you needed to do, and how you needed to do it. You had to take some action here with this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords comes charging in with truth. Swords represents truth, period. Okay? That is how you were able to get to this Nine of Cups. That's how they've been getting to Nine of Cups as well. They've been rushing in with a bunch of lies, with a bunch of distractions, manipulation, okay? Repainting the narrative, making things look different than what they really were, trying to hide things in plain sight. I feel like your inner child had to shine some light on that, because many of you, through your struggles, you were able to look at the game plan. Life is not a game at all. But these people were out here treating you like you were a chess piece, a pawn on their chessboard. And I mean, it was everybody. From people who felt they were better than you, etc. Yeah, you walked away from that with that Eight of Cups. You were like, okay, this is a disappointment. The divine was like, wow, I can't believe this at 11:31. These people were sitting up here, really family, like, placing themselves on higher pedestals than you, and you've never been that energy. You've always looked at everybody as equal. We all come from different walks of life. But these people felt that they were better than you. And when I say these people, you take it how it resonates. And that means from all nationalities across the board, everybody felt they were better than you or better than the other. And that's that energy. You walked away from that because it was such a disappointment. It was never supposed to be like that. As soon as you walked away, you stepped into this Ace of Pentacles. As soon as you stop believing the lies and the deceit and the manipulation and the trickery that was causing you so much heartache out here, okay? And it was affecting the world, definitely. People couldn't rest, okay? Relationships were not the way they should have been. You got the Page of Wands in the reverse. People were lacking direction. Yeah. And then you have the Star here, someone that brings back hope. So many of you are the ones who brought back the hope. I'm telling you, it was a joint effort. Everybody saw what was going on. Everybody wanted the same things when it came to rectifying some grave injustices. And I mean, it has impacted millions and millions and millions of lives. Even the ones who have passed on were affected by this type of system. Look, I can't make it up. We're affected by this type of system. The Ace of Swords in the reverse, affected by the lies of this type of system. This system doesn't just mean your governmental system. It means every system. Every system you could think of, from your schools to your hospitals to your courthouses to your law or your practicing lawyers to, supposed to be, serve and protect officers, CIA, FBI. I mean, every system was affected by the lies. I can't make it up. Every system was affected by the lies. And there were a lot of decisions that had to be made. And some of you battle with it because, you're looking at it from, are you going to be looked at as this or that? It don't matter. When somebody is trying to, direct your life and it's not for the better, it's for the worse, shit, you better speak up. Okay, let's see what these people had going on here. Yeah, I can't make it up. That's it. It was twin flame energy. This was all about a lesson needing to be learned. You had runners and you had chasers. Everything had to come about and come down in divine timing. Many of you, I ain't gonna lie, family, look, and don't get upset. You was running from them because you was like, damn, what's going on? You were trying to figure shit out, right? You was trying to figure out what was really happening. You got a lot of bad actors out here in this world today. You were trapped in a lot of bad actors' energies because it was a system that they had created at 1511. I feel like with this twin flame energy and runner chaser energy, it was like you were trying to run away from negativity, but the negativity didn't want you to go nowhere because that's how they survived and was thriving off of causing you problems. Now they're experiencing this. Tell me more, Spirit. They're very upset, but they can get glad. Yeah, this was all about toxicity, drama, addictions, love, hate relationships. I can't make it up. Mm. Practicing what they practice best, spiritual attacks. Period. It was all about spiritual attacks. Well, y'all, when you look at it, the most powerful system that is here in any country is their religious system. Just going to tell the truth. In every country, their religious beliefs is the most powerful system. These people were definitely putting you under spiritual attacks. This is the karma that they are now embodying. Is what they have, the seeds they planted are the seeds that they are now sowing. These spiritual attacks, yeah, you went to the divine behind that. And there was divine intervention. Now these people are facing their demons. Okay, family? So that is the message. I could barely even get it out. They didn't want that to come out because look, you see how it's entwined, how it's all entangled here? It's like you're working hard to better yourself, but they're working hard to make sure you don't. You're trying to move towards something positive and they're trying to move you towards something negative. You're speaking truth and they're rushing in behind you with false lies and deceit and manipulation. They were keeping a 9 of cups off of counteracting counteracting your efforts. All that got shown soon as you shed the light on it. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you were standing 10 toes down, standing on business, making sure that you were doing what you needed to do. But these people just kept coming after you. That's that runner chaser energy. You trying to get away from them and here they keep coming. You said hell with it and walked away and walked out on faith, not by sight. So many of you are now in the energy of receiving this abundance. As within, so without. I feel like that childlike energy of that Page of Pentacles. Yes, we are. We are recapping the reading for whoever just asked. That Page of Pentacles, that had a lot to do with your inner child because it was like, as an adult, they want you to overlook things and go with the flow. But your inner child knew, hold up, something's wrong here. As a child, you were free energy. You had a hard decision to make when it came to these heartbreaks that these people were just dishing out to the whole damn world and then trying to keep it a secret. Yeah, that's that energy. Spirit revealed to you that you were definitely under spiritual attack, and it wasn't just coming from these man-made systems, laws, rules, regulations, these departments, these lawyers, these doctors, these nurses, it was coming from every last system at 1922. Their secrets out. They're upset. Yeah. Now they look. They're looking at the broken mirrors. These people were addicted to the roller coaster ride and the toxic connections. I cannot make it up. All right, family. So I'm going to leave that message there for y'all. Take it how it resonates. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you for tapping in. Let's close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole. I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family. All right. And thank you so much. I love you and the divine loves you. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.